You're listening to the Visionary Lifestyle Podcast, the show that's dedicated to raising consciousness and empowering you to activate your highest potential. I'm your host, Magda Freedom Rod. Greetings, Rainbow Warriors. I'm coming to you from beautiful Paradis Plage in Morocco today, where I'm working with the chefs of this 5-star resort to create a new conscious eating yogi menu, as well as teaching yoga and workshops. It's a magical place right on the beach in front of the beautiful Atlantic Ocean with warm sunshine every day, and I'm feeling so blessed to be here doing what I love. Maybe we'll put together a retreat here. Want to come? Our guest today is Justin Stearman. Justin is the owner of Yoga Guide Magazine and Yoga Guide Media, a conscious lifestyle media company. Justin spent 10 years in nightlife promoting parties and alcohol. And when he turned 30, he took a year off and spent a lot of time meditating. With a nudge from the women in his life, he looked into yoga, and he went to a yoga retreat that changed everything. He had a huge awakening when he says his third eye opened, and has learned since then that yoga is a natural high. Justin is a living example of transformation from a low vibration lifestyle to a high vibration lifestyle. He's moved literally from the darkness to the light. His personal transformation has birthed a new company to promote a healthy conscious lifestyle that is lifting the vibration on the planet worldwide. I met Justin at the New Earth Festival in Bali. I'd been seeing his Yoga Guide magazine around and wanted to meet the man behind it. Next thing I knew, Spirit put us in the same room, and fortunately, we made the time to do this interview. This is Justin's story. I hope you find some inspiration here and enjoy this conversation as much as I did. It's a tale of transformation, gratitude, and evolving consciousness. As usual, check the show notes for links to everything Justin's doing, and I hope you enjoy the show. Namaste. Justin Stearman, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
I am so happy we connected. We are sitting here at the New Earth Festival with the most incredible view of a rice field, ecstatic dance going on in the background, as you can hear. Are they crickets? What is this noise that we're hearing? They're surrounded by critters and creatures.
I think it's some type of Balinese beetle in the background that is sounding off, but It's absolutely beautiful with the rice-filled view, and it looks like something out of a movie.
Yeah, surrounded by lava rock here at the Akasha. What is it? They call it a restaurant, but it's way more than a restaurant. It's an incredible intentional space that's been created here by Sasha Stone, and we're here for the New Earth Festival, Ancient Futures, talking conscious lifestyle and yoga. And Justin is someone that I had heard about at Bali Spirit Festival and had a big intention to connect with, and Spirit just did the work and put us in the same room at the same time, and here we are. So super excited to drop in with you about conscious media and raising consciousness on the planet, and yoga as a vehicle and a tool, yoga and meditation as tools for this work. How did you fall into yoga? You told me briefly, I know you come from a different background, more in the nightlife scene, and you had a transformation via yoga, right? Let's hear that story.
Yeah, I have about 10 years experience in nightlife, from producing events to Night Guide Magazine and myclubscene.com. So we were doing a lot of marketing, PR, and promotions and events in nightlife. And when I turned 30, I've been doing it long enough, I said, I think I want to do something else where I can actually help people. So instead of helping people get drunk, I figured, why not help them get healthy and conscious? So through that, I took a year off and just meditated, contemplated, and started doing yoga. And that's where I conceptualized the Yoga Guide brand and came up with the Yoga Guide entity of helping people awaken through our conscious network and giving them just the tools that they need and information.
And you mentioned it was the divine feminine in your life that kind of steered you in this direction, right?
Yeah, my mother is a yoga instructor, and invited me out to yoga class. My girlfriend at the time was inviting me to yoga class, and I went and I did Bikram yoga, and I wasn't a fan because it was a heated class in Huntington Beach, Orange County, California, and I thought that's all yoga was. It was 100-something degrees, sweating for an hour, same postures. I'm like, this is not for me. And then I learned there's other types of yoga, and I started practicing vinyasa flow, and I actually felt really, really good during my flow, during my practice. I said, wow, this is amazing. Like, it's clearing my head. It's connecting me. I feel so good after this class, and I'm pushing myself. I love to push myself. And anything I do in my life, I love a challenge. I love to be pushed. And yoga really, really pushes me physically, but also connecting with my breath and getting rid of that monkey mind and really just honing in on me.
Yeah, beautiful. Connecting with yourself, right? The union of self.
Exactly.
To self.
Exactly. Because the space I come from and my background in my life is drinking, partying, going out, connecting with people. There's no solitude. There's no peacefulness where you're just sitting with self and having reflection. And that's what I started doing. And through doing that, I'm like, wow, this is very powerful. You don't even need drugs for this. That's amazing.
It's a natural high.
It's a natural high. And through that, my friends own a company called Xanadu. And I went to a retreat in Catalina Island called Xanadu. And there was maybe 20 of us for the first one, then 40, then 120. I've been to a couple. And through that, I'm like, wow, people can consciously get together and have a good time without drinking or doing drugs, and doing yoga and hiking and staring at stars and being a kid again, and just having that connection with humanity again, and actually talking about life. And through that, in the second trip actually, Xanadu, I opened my third eye, and I remember it cracking in my pineal gland, like, what is that? And started talking with people, and then that's when I had a huge awakening. Actually, it was because I wanted to do everything I hadn't done before. So I had a girlfriend of 4 years. We were drinking and partying and running Yoga Guide magazine and all these nightlife events. I shut down the company. I stopped partying. We broke up. And
Yoga Guide magazine or Nightlife?
No, I'm sorry, Night Guide magazine.
Yeah.
I confused the two now.
Yeah, pre Yoga Guide.
So
yeah.
Night Guide.
You weren't drinking and partying.
No, that was all Night Guide. So from Night
Guide,
Guide, I went to this yoga retreat, and that's where I met conscious people, my conscious community, my tribe, my friends. And it's funny because Ryan, the founder, co-founder of Xanadu, I met him because he was doing nightlife as well. So me and a couple other people actually went from nightlife and kind of transferred over, shifted to the health and wellness yoga space. And now doing amazing conscious events that are dry, that are yoga, that are meditation, and just connecting these people and letting people know you don't have to get drunk or do drugs to not only enjoy life, but to find yourself and figure out your path. You can do it consciously.
Yeah. Righteous. Oh my God, I love it. And the third eye awakening. I mean, my brand is Visionary Lifestyle. It's all about envisioning the world that we want to see, and then the second step, following that up with action to actually create it. So it's exactly what you're doing. Your third eye got blown open, right? Close the physical eyes, open the third eye, see the bigger picture, right? Zoom out, get the downloads, get the information, get all the answers, the inspiration, the intuition. And when you get to that point, your path lights up in front of you. And it's beautiful that yoga and meditation brought that awakening for you, because that's exactly what we want to encourage people towards with, this show, is that understanding that yoga and meditation are the path to higher consciousness.
Yeah, definitely. And
you're a living example.
Yeah, and a lot of people, that knew me from nightlife, they saw I started working in health and wellness and going to health expos and started doing yoga and checking in at yoga studios and doing meditation. And my friends that are still in nightlife or just in general are like, hey, I see like this all your life, you're in transformation, you're traveling the world now. Like, how did you make the shift? And I simply tell them, just do whatever feels right to you. Meditation doesn't have to be sitting Indian style, chanting. Meditation could be anything. My favorite form of meditation is putting on my jogging shoes and going for a jog in nature by myself with my favorite music and just with Mother Earth, sometimes barefoot, and just being grounded and really, really just being present like we are now in this beautiful, beautiful atmosphere, and just having gratitude. It starts with gratitude, being thankful for life, having gratitude that you're here and that you can function, because life is a gift. We're in divine form right now, and in human form to experience life. So once you understand that, I am here living this is such a gift and you have gratitude for life, then you can move on to manifestation. What would you like to manifest in your life? You know, and that's through opening your chakras, your third eye, everything that you have, you can manifest and then have synchronicity.
That's right, exactly. It's about raising your vibration using these tools of yoga and meditation, and gratitude is a great tool for raising our vibration. And then the law of attraction, you know, is always working. And as we raise the vibration, we're attracting to us the things that are on that higher vibration, and things just continue expanding and unfolding, and, you know, in an even better and better way.
Yeah, it's just, we are like the universe. We are the universe. So we are ever expanding like the universe is ever expanding. So when we are awake and we are conscious and we are full of vibration and frequency and we are all one, when you realize that and you raise your vibration, your frequency, that's when you see synchronicity happening more. That's when you can manifest more. But how do you raise your vibration? I think the best way to raise your vibration is through being in consciousness, which is just being in solitude and meditating. Like I said, meditating for me is sometimes going on a jog. Sometimes it's sitting like this morning on my porch overlooking the rice field with a cup of coffee and just sitting in silence and just listening, not talking, but listening.
Yeah.
So focusing on your breath and connecting with life force and prana, and then listening. And then from there, you'll start to hear things.
Getting the downloads.
Yeah, you can get, once you're quiet, you can get downloads.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is the funnest part of life. And then once you get those downloads, when you remove all fear, you can actually be like, you know what? I'm going to start manifesting some stuff. I have, because we're here to create. We are creators of the divine. That's our job, is to create. If you're not creating, you're wasting your talent.
Yeah.
Everyone is creators.
Yeah, we're co-creators with the divine, I would say.
Exactly. We're all co-creating with the divine and together. So whatever your passion is, your dreams are, you're infinite. Just like the universe, you can do anything. So why not?
Yeah. Yeah, and just continually going back to yoga and meditation as tools to help activate this, and also conscious eating, making sure that the fuel that we're putting into our body temple, our vessel, is the highest vibration possible, to continue raising that vibration as high as possible.
Yeah, definitely. So working in nightlife, part of my job was drinking, and I got paid to drink. So imagine being at the Playboy Mansion with open bar in your 20s. Why wouldn't I take advantage of that? And that's what I did for 10 years, was bottle service nightclubs, you know, party buses, festivals. It all revolves, that's how the industry makes money in nightlife, is drinking. So through drinking, I was accustomed to that. Once I stopped drinking, I realized what a negative vibration alcohol and what a poison it is to your body. I stopped drinking for 3 months, which I haven't done since I was 18, and thoroughly noticed my vibration rising. That's really what helped me as well open my third eye, is not putting the fluoride. I started drinking pH balanced water. I stopped drinking the alcohol. I stopped eating fast food. I lost 50 pounds through running and through eating healthy and through doing yoga. I had a huge transformation physically, mentally, spiritually, everything. So it's not like you said, it's not just meditation and yoga, it's what you're putting into your body as well. What you're eating and consuming is what you're living.
Yeah, we are what we eat. And every food, every substance that we put in our body has a vibration. So do you want it to be a low, heavy, dead, you know, angry, fearful vibration, as in meat, you know? Or do you want it to be sun, life force energy, pure prana, chlorophyll, you know, green juices and green foods and fresh live foods? And the plant kingdom has everything that we need. I mean, especially live green foods, you know, is a really good way to raise the vibration.
Yeah, you feel great. That's one of the first things I stopped doing, was eating red meat and drinking alcohol. And just that alone, you'll see a huge shift. I didn't realize what red meat was doing to my body, you know, and how weighed down you are, how lethargic and slow you are to process that red meat. And also, especially in America, the cow industry, how those cattle are being treated, how they're being fed the GMOs, how they're being slaughtered, the negative vibration and fear that's instilled in that meat that you're consuming into your body. You are taking on that fearful energy into your body, and that is going into your energy. Why would you want to do that when Mother Earth has so much positive vibrating nutrients available for you?
Right, exactly. You are marching with my parade right now. This is great. And we didn't even pre-talk about this. I'm glad you're on that vibration. That's great that you had that awakening yourself, and you're again a living example of this transformation. What yoga and conscious eating and meditation can do to transform your life and raise your consciousness. And I think about, there's so much I want to talk about with you. I think about how many people you're affecting with the work that you're doing now, and that you had this, this divine feminine influence in your life that led you to the yogic path. And now with this conscious media empire that you're creating, and you have so many different avenues of media that you're creating, and retreats, and how many seeds you're planting for people, and just one person, and people like to think sometimes, I'm one person, what can I do to change the world? And it's like, if you have that sort of an awakening, and you go from, from that super low vibration lifestyle to the super high vibration lifestyle, and then how many people you can affect, because you're in alignment now, you're activating your highest potential so that you can help activate others. Like, it's such a beautiful ripple effect that I'm witnessing with the work that you're doing, and I'm grateful for your yes and your willingness to step into that, and how you felt the resonance with the yogic path, and you said yes to it, and you showed up and you tried Bikram and it didn't work for you, and then you tried something else. It is something I'd like to encourage people to do, is try some yoga, look for a teacher that you resonate with, and it's going to be different strokes for different folks. Everybody has a different style, but it's all about finding energetic resonance with a teacher and then expanding into that.
Yeah.
And on the chakras, like, I love teaching people about the chakras too, because we're very third eye focused here with Visionary Lifestyle. It's about, like what we already said, getting that eagle eye view, like rising above the noise and confusion of this world, and tapping into what's trying to come through you, into the messages, getting the downloads, and then hopefully having your body temple tuned to a frequency and a vibration that you can actually act on it. So third eye activation as part of getting the downloads, connecting with that, and then activating the solar plexus, which is the action, right? So it's the sun in the center with 72,000 channels of energy going out in every possible direction, tuning into that chakra and, fueling the action piece, like you showing up and transforming Nightlife Guide into Yoga Guide. I mean, that simple shift, it's almost like turning the rudder of the ship. It's like, okay, I have this template of what it is to be a guide and share media and content. Let me just shift the focus from here to here, and what a huge difference that makes.
Yeah, definitely. And that's another thing I did when I started diving into consciousness was, wow, healthy eating, yoga, meditation, what else is there? Then I started learning about chakras and what are these spinning balls of energy that we have? Okay, this is very interesting. And then I kind of learned I'm very up here. I'm very, crown, throat chakra, third eye, pineal gland up here. And I'm like, and I was so excited about it. I'm like, oh, I'm all up here, eagle eye view, and I'm fully connected and downloading, and I'm, so present. But then I learned what I'm not. My root chakra is completely
You're not
out.
grounded.
I
yeah.
am not grounded whatsoever. And then through that, I started learning by talking to intuitive people. They would just look at me like, you are not grounded at all. You're like barely even standing on the ground. I'm like, what do you, I didn't understand what they meant. And this woman out of Redondo Beach has a crystal shop in mandalas, and I started talking with her, and she goes, your root chakra needs some help. And she gave me some, certain oils and essence, and she goes, I want you to go do two things. Go walk around barefoot every single day in nature and go hug trees.
That's right.
And of course, to a normal person, I'm like, that sounds crazy, but I'm gonna go do it because what do I have to lose, and it's free.
Good, good
so
being open.
Yeah, so I think that's the biggest thing in life is being open. Say yes, be open. When I moved to Bali recently, I got invited to cacao ceremonies and choir ceremonies and all these different things. I don't sing, I don't do cacao, I don't do any of these things, but I did them to be open. And being open is what helps you expand and push you past those boundaries that keep you complacent and comfortable so you can grow.
Yes.
But the root chakra is what I've worked on. So now I'm walking barefoot usually. I'm, not right now, but I'm usually, connecting with nature every single day, going for runs in nature and really being grounded, because that's what energy is. It's kind of like when you're jumping a car, you need a ground.
Yeah, exactly. And it brings up a really good point about balance. And this is one of the gifts of yoga, one of the many billions of gifts of yoga, I would say, is part of the practice is helping us learn how to be balanced. So these balancing poses in the asana, it teaches us balance. It's a practice of balance. And when it comes to the chakra system, it's people can be on opposite ends of the spectrum. Maybe people are too grounded and they're not enough in the higher chakras, or Maybe people are, lost in the higher chakras and they're floating around. It's like we need to be feet on the ground, head in the clouds. This is the balance, and this is what the physical practice of yoga teaches us. This is what the chakra system teaches us. And there's just so many gifts in this practice for people. So I really want to, again, encourage people into yoga and meditation. If you're not already on that path, just try something. Be open. Look at Justin as an example of how your life can be transformed for the highest good of your own life, and then spreading that out as you raise your vibration, raising the vibration on the planet, because we are all one in the field of oneness, right? So as we raise our own vibration, it is just automatic that we raise the vibration of all of humanity and the planet.
Yeah, 100%. Then when you're hanging around with other people that have high vibrations, it's raising your vibration.
Yeah.
When you're in the presence of others. So you can help raise other people's vibrations, and it doesn't cost you any extra photonic energy.
That's right. And together we're more than the sum of our parts.
Yeah.
So if you and I are walking around on opposite sides of the earth doing it, that's one thing, and that's great. And we should continue that. But when we sit together like this, it's exponential how much that vibration is rippling out.
Yeah, it's 1 + 1 = 3.
There you go, at least.
At least, minimum.
If not 3 million.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit more specifically about your offerings and what you're creating.
So Yoga Guide is a network of conscious living content that we want to share with the world. So we thrive on attending music festivals, interviewing top people in the industry, and not just sharing yoga, but meditation, consciousness, healthy eating, healthy living. So we're really a lifestyle brand about, if you're looking to live a healthy, conscious lifestyle, let us help you, let us guide you. And that's really what Yoga Guide is. So we have a print magazine available in Southern California. We're online. We have yogaguidemag.com with our website. We're constantly updating our website with healthy eating events going on, where you can go out and connect with your local community and what's going on in the world, but just educating people on healthy, conscious lifestyle awareness. And that's through everything that we do.
So you're all over social media, you got the magazine, you got a website. You're a multimedia empire at this point, yeah?
Yeah, we just launched recently in 2017, January. We had a huge launch party in LA and Orange County, Southern California, with our first print issue. So the print magazine is really the catalyst. It's the physical, tangible goods that people can see. We're available in yoga studios across SoCal, healthy eating places, anywhere where the conscious lifestyle community is at in their everyday life, mostly along the coast. But online, obviously, we're worldwide. So the digital version is available online, but our website is completely unique, different content than our magazine. So when you read the magazine, you're going to find completely unique, different content on our website. Same with our social media, our Instagram and our Facebook, as well as our YouTube. It's all very unique, different content. And then we'll be launching our podcast soon, and we're thriving on events and retreats.
Yeah, podcast.
Yeah, podcast.
Yeah. And so you have virtual offerings and live in-person offerings with the retreats. What do the retreats look like?
So the retreats, we partnered with Dreamcatchers Retreats. And what Dreamcatchers does is we work with them doing 7-day transformational yoga meditation retreats. And right now we're in Bali and Thailand doing that. So we just started our first retreats, bringing people out from the States. And what we do is, it doesn't matter what level of yoga practice you're at, if you've never meditated before, if you're a guru in your own sense, come on out. It's really about unplugging. So what we do is we do a digital detox. We kind of ask you kindly to put your phone away, completely unplug, and get back to your true self, your true nature. Walk around barefoot, hug a tree, connect with people. Don't be on your phone and your laptop. Completely enjoy and immerse yourself in the nature and the beauty and the energy of Bali and Thailand, and connect with other yogis and have a transformational experience through talking with others. And when you talk with others, they're just a reflection of yourself. It's a symbiotic relationship. When you're talking with others, you're getting feedback about yourself. So when you're sharing information, you're growing yourself. So I love seeing people at our retreats talking, building relationships, and they usually become lifelong friends. But the biggest thing is unplugging, getting in touch with nature. I think nature is it's where we came from. It's what we're walking on every day, Mother Earth. It's our mother, the sky, our father. It's connecting those two realms and really being in touch with it. So I think it's important not only to go on a retreat, but try going on a retreat on the other side of the world and immersing yourself in a different culture.
Yeah, the global expansion that happens from travel is such a huge piece of transformation for people, I say. Yeah, beautiful. Well, thank you for saying yes and for delivering your gifts in the world and doing your part to raise consciousness on the planet and being a guide. I'm a visionary lifestyle guide. I mean, we're very much on the same path of, it sounds like we have the same goal, right, to help elevate consciousness on the planet. So I really acknowledge you and thank you for your contribution to that.
Yeah, thank you for having me. And to everyone listening, I highly suggest, if you're looking to dive into more, just do research. You have Google. Just start Googling stuff and researching it, and it will find you. Whatever you're seeking is seeking you.
That's right. That's right. So check out the show notes for links to everything that Justin is offering. What's the biggest umbrella place to send people to? Is there a website that's the best place for people to find everything you're offering?
Yeah, definitely. yogaguidemag.com is our website with all of our blogs, our stories, our videos, all the
links
events.
To everything from there.
Everything
Sweet.
from there.
That's easy. yogaguidemag.com. Check it out. Thank you, Justin. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thanks so much for answering the call to be here today. I'm so glad you're part of our tribe of activated rainbow warriors. If you found the show in any way empowering or inspiring, I would be so grateful if you would share the show on social media or with friends and family that you think would benefit from these conversations. And also, rate and review the show in iTunes. This is really the very best way to help support the show and help us get noticed by others who are looking for the sort of content that we're sharing. Now notice there are no outside ads playing here. That's because the show is supported by you, the listener. You can become a patron of the show with a small monthly donation by checking out the perks on our Patreon page at patreon.com/visionary lifestyle and signing up there. There's also a one-time donation button on the podcast page of the website if that suits you better. And just so you know, your donations help to cover the necessary out-of-pocket monthly expenses to produce the show and will also help us grow so we can inspire and educate even more people. And hey tribe, I'd love to hear from you. Visit me at visionary-lifestyle.com and please tell me your comments and questions. I really look forward to connecting with you. I love you. Namaste. Today's episode is brought to you by the Conscious Eating 101 e-course. This is a 6-week online course aimed at empowering you to make food choices that are in alignment with your values. The program is based on ahimsa, also known as non-harm, and helps you make every bite that you take an expression of love, self-love, animal love, and planet love. The course offers 15 lessons and 20 nutritious and delicious recipes and is offered over 6 weeks that you can do at your own pace. It includes lessons like plant-based nutrition, protein, dairy alternatives, the story on sugar, GMOs, label reading, and many more. If you're looking to increase your health and happiness, balance your weight, reduce your footprint on the planet, and align your food choices with your values, or are interested in being part of the solution to huge world problems like climate change, rainforest destruction, and world hunger, then this is the course for you. If this speaks to you, please check out consciouseating101.com today.